Hey, how's it going? It's Mustafa. I used to work with an agency owner who was doing about 150 million a year through his agency, and then he had a coaching arm as well, essentially an accelerator for other agency owners who were doing anywhere from 10 to 700K a month, trying to get them to ultimately unlock 1 million a month through their agency. And we had an entire funnel set up for that coaching offer, which I'm going to walk you through in under 5 minutes. And this is basically an overview. So we would start off by his socials, which would be top of the funnel. So Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube. X primary ones would be LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. TikTok and X were just sort of like repurposing there to see if it works. If it works, otherwise it was fine, sort of thing. We would post twice a day on Instagram, twice a day on LinkedIn. TikTok would just get whatever Instagram was getting. YouTube would we started off with once a week and then twice, 2 videos a week. Then it became on YouTube. X was 4 tweets a day, 3 short forms, 1 thread a day, and once a week we would have articles. That was the posting cadence across all the platforms. Every quarter, firstly, every week, we would do a lead magnet release on all the platforms, mainly Instagram, LinkedIn. YouTube, depending on the theme of the video, we just link it in the description, but it wasn't like a whole launch, lead magnet launch. But Instagram and LinkedIn mainly, we would do a lead magnet per week, where Instagram we would use ManyChat, and obviously LinkedIn, I would go in and comment on his profile manually, but one weekly lead magnet, and then every quarter we had a 7 day lead magnet run. So we would take one big problem, let's say client acquisition, and then 7 days in a row release resources that would make it easier slash better for them to get clients. So this was our top of the funnel strategy, and all of these lead magnets would be gated with emails, and so our email list was growing. Then on the back of the email list, we created a free educational email course, 7 day growth playbook, essentially, that gives you the 80/20 of building and growing your agency. So they would sign up with these lead magnets. The first email would be obviously the lead magnet that was promised to them. Day two onwards, for the next 7 days, they would get an education email course. And towards the end of that email course, we would sell our largest coaching offer to them. We would plug that in about thrice throughout the entire email course, the largest coaching offer, which was essentially book a call and see if it's right fit for you. Then on the last day, after these three sort of big offer calls, if they hadn't booked a call, then we would sell them on the mid-ticket one on the last day, which was like a uh, maybe a $3,000 product or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember. And then on the last, if they hadn't bought anything after this entire course was over through the 7 8 days, then we would downsell them essentially to a low ticket sort of $500 to $1,000 product, which was just a bunch of videos that he had recorded to basically a self-paced video course, right? And so that was the strategy on emails. And so obviously this was to get people in the email course. And also email is a very powerful mechanism because 7 day you could just give them one big doc with the entire playbook, but when you reach sort of touch base with someone every day for 7 days, it's just a much more comfortable sell after that. um, and if they didn't buy any of this, or if they bought, they would all go to the final newsletter audience, but it would be segmented between bought and didn't buy. And then we'd have one weekly newsletter where we would give them pure value, and then one more weekly one where it was hard promo. So two emails a week. One was pure value, pure gold, and then the other one was just hard sell, the next launch activation, whatever we were having. This is the overall sort of the funnel that we use. Obviously, we had then a lot of effort into getting each of these parts right, like the top of the funnel really good, the conversion on lead magnets much better. Each part had its own different strategy. But yeah, I want to know if this is helpful and if this kind of content is interesting to you. If it is, then I will expand more on this stuff and give you a BTS of what I do when I do this sort of work with a lot of the other founders as an embedded operator. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, thank you. Bye.